Hi guys, in this video we're going to talk a little bit about, is there really a best place to find a good Filipina girl here? Stick around and find out. Alright guys, the reason I'm bringing up this topic is I actually talked to a gentleman today coming out to the Philippines for the third time. Talked to him today briefly, and he said, Gio, what are the best provinces to meet a nice Filipina? And you know, when I first moved out here, I really thought, okay, there's some places that are probably better. You want to meet a great, nice girl, go over here. Go to Samar, go to Leyte, go to these deep provinces. And what I've discovered over the years is that there really isn't a best place. And I can sum it up by saying, lay a map out of the Philippines, blindfold yourself and throw a dart, and you could go there and find a good girl. I've also changed my tune about province girls and girls in the city. Now, yeah, typically province girls are going to have more traditional values than a girl who's been working in an American call center for the last 5 years of her life. Is she going to have a bit more Western type of an attitude? Perhaps. But a lot of these girls, what you have to understand is that they come from the provinces and they come into the cities, Manila, Cebu City, to work. So if you find maybe a girl who perhaps has been living in Manila or BGC or Makati for her entire life, her attitude might be completely different than a girl who just came recently into the city to find a job. If she's still relatively new in the city, she still has a lot of those traditional values that a lot of us gentlemen look for, because so many of us really, what do we want? Why do you think there's this new thing, this new trend called trad wives happening, traditional wives in the States? People are looking for that. They want that. You know, you got these things called passport bros, and I'll just call them passport guys because it's really, before the bros, there really was just passport guys. Long before that, there was guys coming out to Southeast Asia or South America to find a traditional wife. I think a lot of guys that I've talked to are just really stuck on this province girl thing. And I think you're probably making a little bit of a mistake if you just think you can only find a good one in the province. Another problem with the province is that a lot of guys think they're just going to go and hang out in this small little province village and get like Western food or Western type, a Western style hotel. And it's not the case. You're going to be eating pancit and adobo. And yeah, if you go out to the province, the accommodations aren't going to be what you find obviously in the city. Sometimes you might not even find a hotel. Sometimes the provinces are so small you have to go to a nearby city. So yes, a lot of guys do go out to the province and they enjoy it. Most guys that I talk to say, wow, it was the fresh air, coconut trees and mango trees all over the place, and friendly people. And yes, that is the case. But to just stay there for your vacation for a week or 2 or 3 month and be on the prowl looking for a nice province girl, it's probably not the way to go. Most guys, when they get out to the province, they're going there because they've already met somebody and they're going to her home. Now, you can, like I said, you can take trips and take day trips out to provinces. That's my best advice, is go to like a bigger city, maybe Bacolod, and then take a bunch of little trips to the smaller cities and just spend the day out there, you know, hanging out, exploring, go on a motorbike trip, talk to local girls, and, you know, get a Facebook or 2. That's the way to do it. Don't spend your month vacation at a little dingy hotel way deep in the province. Most guys are probably going to be too thrilled with it. Like I said, most guys, I think the biggest tourist destination in the Philippines is actually Cebu City. 1, it's easy to get into. 2, lots of accommodations. 3, lots of things to do, waterfalls and snorkeling and scuba diving and whale sharks and you know, beaches and things like that. So anyway, province, little caution to the wind before you just go book some little hotel and book a whole month or something. A little caution. Stay in a big city, maybe go explore outside of the area. All right, back at it. Just as I was filming, the power went out, and of course my neighbors came out to swim, so I had to move location to get a little quiet here. But I'm kind of in the direct sun now, but that's okay. But as I was saying, there's not really a place that I say, okay, go here, and the women are just unbelievable, magical, unique to anything else you can find in the Philippines. I don't think that's simply true. It's not. You can really go about anywhere. That's why I tell people, choose the location and then choose the girl. Now, a lot of times you can get online, you can meet a girl, and if you're upfront and say, hey, I don't want to live in Leyte or Samar, I'm really more of a city person, I'd like to live in Cebu City, this has to be something that you're open to. If we were to get serious, then that's fine. But I do believe that most of the time Filipinos really want to be near their family somewhat. Not too near is always better, and not too far is not a bad thing either. So now there are variances. Like I have some people that have told me, hey, you know what, I would like to meet a girl who's a nurse, someone who's got something going for them that they can do. If something happens to me, then they have a career they can fall back on, or something like that. And if that's the case, then you simply could just search on Google, where are the nursing colleges, where are the top nursing colleges in the Philippines? Silliman Medical University is one of them. Davao, so you can go to these areas and find out where all the nurses hang out or whatever, and try to meet a nurse that way if that's what you're looking for. So if there's some kind of specific thing that you're looking for, then you can narrow it down. If you want a girl who has a good command of English, sorry about the dogs, that's just the way it is here. Of course, only when I come out to do a video. Then as soon as I stop the video, they'll be quiet again. But, if you want a girl who's got a good command of English, perhaps you want a girl who works in a call center. College educated, they have to speak English well, maybe an ESL teacher or education as a degree. God, that's just so annoying. Maya just came in, and as you can see, the dogs are quite noisy and excited to see her. So again, let me know down in the comments if you think there's a certain place. Now, I've always found that Mindanao holds a special place in my heart as far as I found a lot of nice girls there. But, I found Maya, and she's here from Dumaguete, so you just don't know. Again, if I had to sum it up, blindfold yourself, hold up a map of the Philippines, and throw a dart at it, and you can find a great girl. That's simply what it comes down to. So, another thing about the provinces, if perhaps you're just looking to date a little bit at first. Well, if you're in a small province town, guess what? You're not going to be dating a lot. Rumors are going to be all over the place. Dating there is not the same thing as the West. You can't just go on a date and say, okay, well, I didn't really like you, so off to the next girl. I mean, rumors are going to fly all over, and it'll be an uncomfortable situation in a very small province. If you know you want to kind of date around, you really need to find or really go to the city. And a lot of times, I know guys here that will date girls that are not from Dumaguete, but they'll actually bring them from someplace. Maybe they're chatting online and the girl is from Dipolog or Mindanao, or she's from northern Negros. And then they will, write her and schedule a bus ride or whatever, and hang out with her a weekend and see how it works out. So there's all kinds of different ways. But again, don't be fixated on one location, or think that only the really good girls and province girls are in this location and can't be found here, can't be found there, can't be found in the city. They can be found all over the place. So don't sell yourself short and just look in one little location. Open yourself up to find a good girl from any location, really. the place is wide open to find a good girl. Okay, so by the way, guys, check out my Geo Essentials on my webpage, geointhephilippines.com, to get all the things that I highly recommend for traveling or living out in the Philippines. And if you would like to sign up for a consultation, you can also click book a consultation on my webpage and get help with your trip or your move to the Philippines. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Take it